sun, sand, and lots of drama. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest Bachelor in Paradise moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most ridiculous, unforgettable, and over-the-top moments from this Bachelor spinoff. Number 10. Clare Crawley's animal friend.
I don't want drama.
Poor Clare. Not only was she the unlucky in-love girl yet again, but on her first stint in Paradise, she became a bit of a punching bag for the editors when they made it look like she was confiding in a raccoon.
I don't want to have upset somebody and have somebody have a hard time on my behalf. I don't want that, and that creates drama. I don't want it.
Upset by the drama of Ashley accusing her of trying to steal Graham, Clare told a producer her side of the story. But since behind-the-scenes conversations aren't normally shown, the raccoon presented the perfect opportunity to make it look like she'd lost it.
This whole is drama. I don't want this. I just want to have fun.
We have to hand it to the show, though. It was a well-played bit they've kept up over the course of Clare's seasons.
Hello, what are you doing?
Shut up, are you serious?
Number 9. When Sam betrayed Joe.
It's just so, this is like, I've never had so many emotions in my entire life in like a few days, you know?
Sam and Joe didn't make much of a mark on their seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, but boy did they make up for it with their Paradise drama.
Sam isn't the girl that I thought I was falling for. She was more worried about her own image than what she truly felt that she had in front of her, which was me.
Long story short, the duo met on social media before the show and decided they would use other contestants to stay on long enough for them to be reunited. Joe played single mom Julia until Sam arrived, but was in for the shock of a lifetime when she dumped him for Nick P.
I'm thinking, like, bitch, you told me to do whatever it took to get a rose to advance so you got there. I mean, there's 700 text messages that we had in a month and a half.
Joe was completely blindsided, saying that Sam was the one who orchestrated the whole plan. She denied it until Chris Harrison confronted her with the text messages after the season. Busted!
These are all the text messages. This is no joke. All of these are the text messages. This entire book.
Number 8. Everything Ashley I.
I know that Kayla is not the one for Jared, so seeing her go out on this date gives me a little bit of satisfaction.
It's not one particular moment that made Ashley I stand out in Paradise. It was everything she did. Obsessed with Jared from the beginning, Ashley shed many, many tears over their up-and-down relationship.
I was too nervous. I was too nervous around him. I was too intimidated by him. He's too perfect.
She would work herself into hysterics over the slightest things, and time again, she would vow she was over Jared.
Like, I just want to be alone forever. Because every guy I like doesn't like me back.
It was never quite true though, and she always found herself doing things like calling Kayla a backstabbing whore for speaking to Jared, or calling up Caitlyn to say she damaged him.
What the did you do to Jared? What do you mean? He's obsessed with you.
Ashley could be a bit too much, but it's what made her a fan fave and compelling to watch. Number 7. Josh Murray and Nick Viall face off.
I'm in it for the right reasons, trying to find love, trying to find somebody, and we had an incredible time today. Just so you know.
Ever since their time as contestants on Andy's season, Nick and Josh have had it out for each other. That didn't change when they both came to Paradise.
I've never seen someone so unapologetic for just being an ass for no reason.
Things came to a head when the men fought about sleeping arrangements, of all things. Before Amanda went to bed early, she told Nick that him and Jen were welcome to use the couple's bedroom she and Josh had been sharing.
No, Amanda and I are sleeping up there tonight.
Oh, okay, she told us we could. That's the only reason.
No, we're sleeping up there. Yeah, just letting y'all know.
This set Josh off, who took the opportunity to lay into Nick for being disrespectful. The room was only round 1 though, and their feud kept tensions high for most of the season.
I'm not trying to cause drama like this guy tries to cause all the time, so I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with her.
Number 6. Evan fakes a medical emergency.
Sometimes I'm like incredibly creeped out by that man, and sometimes like I really like him.
Known as the erectile dysfunction guy on JoJo's season, Evan has never been a contestant others took seriously, but that didn't stop him from going after who he wanted in Paradise, Carly. Following a date that included some heavy drinking, Carly was surprised to be summoned into Evan's room after producers said they couldn't wake him up. But as soon as Crawley and the medics came, Evan seemed to make a miraculous recovery, causing some to believe he faked his illness in the first place.
I don't know if Evan is faking, but this is the most extreme anyone has ever gone for my affection. A part of me kind of likes.
Whether he did or not, Evan's illness worked in his favor, and he ended up making out with Crawley, his future wife.
Crawley may be the only medicine that I need.
We guess all's fair in love and war, especially in paradise.
I don't know, it's just like something shifted and I started seeing Evan in a light that I wish I saw before.
Number 5, Marcus and Lacy's fake wedding.
Will you marry me?
Marcus and Lacy were the true success story of the show's first season, so it was only fitting that they were asked to get married on the beach at the start of season 2.
You're gonna be my wife.
Best wife ever.
The outdoor ceremony and their vows were beautiful, heartfelt, and left everyone believing that paradise can really work if you're open to the experience.
You show me every day your strength, your courage, and for that and many other reasons, you are my greatest love.
But a year later, fans were shocked that the couple was breaking up. And there was one more kicker. They weren't legally married in the first place.
I'll live every day to love you more than the one before. I did, I do, and will always choose you.
The whole televised ceremony was little more than a TV special to drum up ratings. Hey, at least they saved themselves from a costly divorce. Number 4, Kirk breaks Carly's heart.
I'm just not sure that I'm there right now.
Carly and Kirk were one of the prominent couples on their season. They seemed to be really in sync with each other, so much so that Carly even skipped her brother's wedding to go on her overnight date with Kirk.
How long have you been feeling like this?
Maybe like the last week or so. Just listen.
Oh my God,
just sit down, please.
No, I can't.
That's why both Carly and the other cast members were shocked when Kirk broke up with Carly in part 1 of the season finale.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate him. I hate him. I want to go home.
He told her that he just didn't see a future with her, even though they'd talked about their plans for after the show. Carly took the news pretty hard, and the whole thing was uncomfortable viewing.
I want you to talk to me. Let me explain.
No, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I can't even look at you. You're like not even a person that I know right now.
Luckily for her, she's now happily married to Evan, who she met the following season. Number 3, Chad Johnson and Chris Harrison Showdown.
I'm asking you to leave Paradise right now.
Chad burst into the franchise as a villain, and he somehow managed to become a supervillain during his stint on Paradise. After a day spent heavily drinking, Chad overstayed his welcome when he was aggressive with Lace during their makeout, yelled at Daniel for not being murdery, and called Sarah H a one-armed bitch.
The way you're talking about women is so disrespectful. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Host Chris Harrison asked Chad to leave, and instead of going peacefully, Chad yelled at Chris for not knowing the real Chad, and for living a life of luxury far removed from the contestants.
Man, you act like you seen me. You didn't even watch it. You went to sleep last night with a mimosa and a robe on. You didn't even watch the show.
It was bizarre, but Chris handled it like a true professional and barely responded.
You, Chris Harrison, come at me.
Number 2, the crew member affair.
Michelle K left the show last week during the rose ceremony with the pronouncement, "There is nobody here for me in Paradise." Well, as it turns out, that wasn't exactly true.
Everyone knows that the cast spends a considerable amount of time not only with each other, but also with the crew. When Michelle K wasn't feeling any of the contestants on her season, she started up a relationship with one of the show's sound guys.
You want love? You want to find love?
It'll happen. You know, maybe it's already happened. Who knows?
After the crew became suspicious, another producer went to confront Michelle about the suspected relationship.
Can I come in and chat with you?
No.
Michelle, wearing only a towel when they came to the door, claimed she was alone, but that wasn't true. The sound guy she was with jumped off her 25-foot balcony to avoid being caught. His plan didn't work, and he broke both his legs. While it wasn't caught on tape, the show did a reenactment.
So I looked down, and it looked like it was just like 6 feet below me. I was like, okay, I can do that. So I let go, and it was a lot further of a drop than I thought it was.
Number 1, Paradise gets shut down. The moment no one ever saw coming. When villains Corinne Olympios and Demario Jackson got together on season 4, there were instant sparks. Unfortunately, after a hot and heavy encounter in the pool, production was halted when allegations of misconduct started to get thrown around.
It is approximately 4:30 in the afternoon right now, and Corinne and Demario are already just attached to the hip right now.
A producer alleged that Corinne was too intoxicated to consent to their sexual activity, and that her body went limp during her encounter with Demario. After an investigation was conducted, however, no wrongdoing was found.
Our staff, they concluded that there was no evidence of misconduct by cast on the set.
Filming resumed, but both Corinne and Demario were sent home.
I was confident that nothing happened between Demario and Corinne that was bad, and I trusted everyone that worked here, so I knew everything was going to be okay.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.